According to Hinduism, though Bhagavad Gita is a universal philosophy, it is not correct to understand that the interpretations of Bhagavad Gita, based on someone's perspectives, are the most critical and excellent interpretation of the universal philosophy, or a universal philosophy itself. Lots of books can be written if everybody attempt to explain Bhagavad Gita, but the universal authenticity of each attempts is something that needs to be valued on Vedic base, because Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Vedas and Upanishads.
Bhagavad Gita is a universal philosophy in the form of the book as a whole. While any particular verse or some verses together need not enlighten you, for the basic reason that a philosophy is not complete if it is not understood from the start to end. One thing we can find from Bhagavad Gita is that Sri Krishna don't command Arjun to do war, but Krishna do an excellent presentation of facts on dharmic base, and it helped Arjun to get the reality revealed. Bhagavad Gita was so advised that it influenced Arjun quite relatively. This essence of relativity makes Bhagavad Gita a universal philosophy. From Mahabharata we shall understand that Bhagavan Krishna didn't take arms in the war. Bhagavan Krishna plays the role of one who did nothing, at the same time did everything. There are 700 verses in Bhagavad Gita. If you don't sing but render the verses in Bhagavad Gita gently, then it would take about 10 to 15 seconds to complete the rendering of each verse. So totally about 2 to 3 hours is needed to recite Bhagavad Gita completely. While this is not something that cannot happen in the circumstance of a war in ancient India, because a war then was not like as it is today, while Mahabharata need not be composed only to deliver Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan Krishna was born because war of Mahabharata or conflict between Dharma and Adharma will happen, and none other than Krishna can save Dharma in such a circumstance. In Bhagavad Gita, we can see some stanzas which points out the foresight of Krishna about the importance of Bhagavad Gita in future. According to Hinduism, Veda Vyasa copied the words of Krishna with the power of jnana. So, what is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is the universal philosophy or the philosophy for all, which relatively influence the person who reads it, paving right way if the reader tries to understand Bhagavad Gita as a whole, while reading or depending on a single verse or some verses need not lead the reader in the right path.
It would be nourishing if you visit the video on Himsa or violence in Bhagavad Gita, link of which is given in the description.